Margaret Kennedy, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about Deephaven's user interface. So we designed Deephaven to be easy. We wanted working with data to be fun, whether you're a data scientist, developer, or an analyst. One of the ways that we've accomplished that is by building in tips and instructions and guidance into the user interface itself. So I'm going to pull up the Deephaven IDE, and right now, obviously, there's not that much to see, so we have to start by pulling in some data. Using the More Actions menu, I can upload a table from a file. I'm pulling in some insurance CSV data. I got this from our examples repo on GitHub, but I've saved it onto my computer and selected the file. So here you go, some simple insurance data. So right away, I could sort by age just by clicking that column header. If I hover over any row, I can see the number of rows, the type of data that's in there. Right-clicking on a cell just gives me some simple copy options, some filter options. And also, right-clicking on a header gives me more advanced filter options and sorting options. I could even reverse the whole table. I'll start by adding a quick filter. So this was an easy column to do that because there's two values. So I could simply type yes, and that'll pull up all my smokers, or type no, and pull up all the non-smokers instead. So in terms of filtering, the controls menu gives you a lot of other options. There's drop-down filters, just as you would expect. You can pick a source column to give you some values you could select. The linker tool links multiple tables together and plots, and will filter everything based on a source table. For now, I'm going to stick to input filters. So when this opens, it gives me a list of the columns in my workspace. I'm going to click on sex here and save it. And so now if I enter female, for instance, it filters my table. So the important thing to know about input filters is that would filter any table or plot open in this workspace, and we'll see that in action in just a moment. So now let's say I want to make a simple plot. We have the table options menu. So there's, again, a lot of options I won't cover here, but I could download that table into a CSV file to export out of Deephaven. Again, I have my filter options, some options to manage my columns, but we'll check out the chart builder for now. Let's say I'd like to make a simple line chart. I will have age on my x-axis and BMY on my y-axis, and I'll create that chart. I'll move it around so I can get a better look if I'd like. Scrolling over the values gives me more specific details. I can download this onto my computer. I could move it around, just click on an area to zoom in, and reset that back to normal if I want the whole view. So a pie chart is another easy one to do. We'll just do region for our labels since there's only 4, but we'll chart BMI again. So one thing also to notice is that you can sync your plot up to the source table. And so what that means is if I were to refilter this table over to male, my plot automatically adjusts and updates. So if I chose freeze state, it would just keep my plot as is. So as you can see, these are nested, but if I'd like to, move anything around, I just drag and drop. I adjust my panels. Really easy to customize your workspace so you can see everything you want, or hide tabs or what have you. So also in the control menus, if I just wanted a quick shortcut to clear all these filters in one go, I've got the clear all filter option. If I had set up more complicated filters and links and things like that, I could also capture them as a filter set and save them for use whenever I come back to Deephaven. So this is pretty simple data. So obviously the plots and my filters and my sorts are very simple, but you get the general idea of what you can do just directly in the user interface. No queries required. As always, check out our documentation for full details on every feature. Download our project on GitHub or connect with us on Gitter if you have further questions. Thanks.